Dan Heyman for Auto123.com here, and I'm coming to you from Detroit, and with me today is this. This is the new Cadillac Optic. It's a mid-size, full electric crossover or SUV. It's Cadillac's second EV after the Cadillac Lyriq. This one here is 288 horsepower, and 333 pound-feet of torque, and about 300 miles of range. It's only available as a dual-motor, all-wheel drive vehicle. The Blazer, with which this shares a lot of components, including its Ultium platform, is available with a rear-wheel drive and soon with a front-wheel drive as well. So you're probably going to see that make its way here, but right now it's all-wheel drive as standard. Inside, they use recycled materials. There's no real leather, none of that kind of stuff, but it's still very nice and very warm. They have this very cool recycled yarn that they use, which makes for a very soft interior, but a very kind of warming but comfortable one, and high class as well. And even crazier, in my opinion, they have some wood that's been mixed with newspaper, recycled newspaper in there for just that a more kind of environmental outlook, and I think that's kind of neat. If you look at some of the panels, you can actually see the headlines of the newspaper in there. I was looking for my name, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, so that is pretty cool. This is a very cool looking vehicle. I love this front end here. This is got a lighting signature that when you start it up, the lighting signature gives you a bit of a dance, goes all the way around the vehicle, all very neat. The door handles come out when you unlock it, so that's better for aero, so they're flush against the door handles when you're driving for better aero, gives you better range. The rear deck has two spoilers on it, not one, two, and that is all to make for a more aerodynamic thing. There's no rear wiper, and Cadillac says there's no rear wiper because they offer a digital rear view mirror as standard, which means you don't really need to clean your rear window because you're not looking through it, looking through a camera on the outside of the vehicle. What if the camera gets dirty? Well, the camera has a washer on it, and so does the backup cam as well. Inside, 19 speaker AKG audio with Dolby Atmos, so that's very, very good. Google built in, no Apple CarPlay though, and no Android Auto. Now the reason for that, we're told, is because those apps, the tethering doesn't offer the kind of power required to make Dolby Atmos, for example, work. They need more processing power, so they do their own stuff with Google built-in and so on. Then Google built-in means you've got standard Google Maps, Google Assistant, and all that kind of stuff. But of course, you can load your Spotify playlists into the vehicle and all that kind of stuff as well. So lots of cool stuff going on here. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to drive. I've driven the Lyriq, and the Lyriq is a very good driving vehicle, but it's bigger than this. It's wider, it's longer, but yet it handles quite well. I'd like to see how that translates to a smaller, more athletic vehicle like this. Last thing. This is available in either a luxury or a sport trim. The sport trim gives you these darker wheels, gives you some dark finish up here as well. The luxury one gives you some lighter wheels, available in either 20 or 21 inches. The sport is darker, also available in 20 or 21 inches. Full pricing has not yet been announced, but you're looking at about $54,000 American, they're saying, at base, which translates at today's exchange rates to about $75 million Canadian. No, not that much. So it's probably going to be something in the range of, considering that the Lyriq starts at about 70 grand in Canada, expect this to go for in and around 60 or so in Canada. We'll know more closer to release date at the end of this year. Anyway, so that's a quick look at the Cadillac Optic mid-size crossover, full EV crossover. Looking forward to driving it, and stay tuned to Auto123.com for when we drive the vehicle as well. Thanks for tuning in.